Hello everyone, this is Shidal Maria with you at Bio Oceans. Today is our first day. We are starting our YouTube channel today. As this is our first day, we are dealing with one of the basic, simplest topics of biology, that is how to write a scientific name properly. As we are biologists, as we are students, we are doing it since many years and all that, but still we are doing so many mistakes in writing these names. So today we will learn how to write the scientific name properly. As you all know, every organism that we are dealing with have a common name, like Tulsi, rose, cat, and all those are common names. And in biology, we use scientific names for any of the organisms. Okay, this concept of scientific naming is called as binomial nomenclature. Like the naming procedure that we use in biology is called as binomial nomenclature, and the name is called as binomial name. And this concept was first introduced by Carl Linnaeus in about 1770, so many years before. But still, it is such an important topic, and it's such a basic topic every biologist or every student should know. So,
as I have already told, bi means two. That is why it is called as binomial nomenclature. And these binomial names have two parts. First part is the genus part and the second part is the species part. If you are taking an example, take an example as Homo sapiens. This Homo is the genus name and this sapiens is the species name. Right? The first part of this name includes the genus name, and the second part includes the species name. Before writing, we have to understand that if we are typing these binomial names in a document and all that, if we are typing, we have to italicize these names. That we have to make it somewhat curved or somewhat slanted, and like that we have to italicize these names if we are typing it. Or if we are writing in our own handwriting, we need to write these names like Homo sapiens. Okay, we have to underline these two parts. If we are writing with our handwriting, we have to underline these two parts. This is how it is completed. Otherwise, we can't consider this as a proper binomial name. And one more rule that you have to understand before writing is every genus name has its first letter capitalized. Only the genus name has its first alphabet or first letter capitalized. All others should be in small case or otherwise small letters. And when coming to species name, all letters or all alphabets should be written in small case or small letters. I think you are understanding properly. If we are taking an example of Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens means us, the human being. The human being's scientific name is Homo sapiens. So, as the first rule suggested, after writing these two parts, we have to underline, right? It has done. And the second rule is that the first letter, this Homo here is the genus name and sapiens here is the species name. The first letter of the genus name should be capitalized and all others should be small letters, should be in small letters like this. And here in species part, or in the species name, all letters should be in small letters. This is how you have to write the binomial names properly. You have to underline it. The first letter should be capitalized. All others should be in small letters. And you cannot do like writing it all together. You can't write like that. You have to give a space in between the genus name and as well as the species name. Writing like this and underlining like this is a wrong way. This is the right way to write the scientific name. Okay. So this is one of the example that we have learned, that Homo sapiens is one of the example. The first name that we all studied was Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens means the human beings. The second name we are going to study is Drosophila melanogaster. Drosophila melanogaster is that fruit fly that comes near the fruits. This is the scientific name of the fruit fly. The scientific name of tiger is Panthera tigris. And for example, the scientific name of cat, we can say it as Felis catus. These are all examples. All of them are written in same way, that is having two parts: genus name, species name. First letter of the genus name is capitalized, and all other letters, even in the genus name and as well as in the species name, all are in a small cases and having a space in between both, right? So as we come across these two, it is what we call as binomial nomenclature, as all of this have two parts. So as we all learned the binomial nomenclature, and any other part relying in the scientific naming is called trinomial nomenclature. We learned before that it has binomial nomenclature has two parts, genus part and the species part. Here in trinomial nomenclature it has three parts. Tri means three. Okay, tri means three. It has three parts. The first part will be again the genus part. The second part will be the species part, same as the before. And the third part that is coming extra is the subspecies part. Okay, the subspecies part come here and extra. So these name will be having three parts. Okay. For example, we can take it as Gallus domesticus. Do you know what this name is? Whose this name is? It is of hen. Hen scientific name is Gallus domesticus. These Gallus, the first Gallus here refers to the genus name, second Gallus refers to the species name, and the third part refers to the subspecies name. As we before said, we have to underline these three separately, and the first part of the genus name or the first letter of the genus name should be in the capital letters. All others should be in small letters and have a space in between this. Okay, these are the common rules that we have to follow. One extra point coming here is that it is having an extra part. It is having an extra name that is called as the subspecies name. Another example we can take as Canis lupus familiaris. It is the scientific name of dog, that the dog we domesticate and all. The scientific name of dog is Canis lupus familiaris. The third example we can study is Anas platyringus domesticus. Anas platyringus domesticus. This Anas platyringus domesticus is actually the scientific name of the domestic duck that we actually domesticate in our home and all those. See, the rules regarding the scientific nomenclature is same everywhere. Only the difference between binomial and trinomial nomenclature is that the later one has one more extra part. That is the only difference. You have to understand it properly, that it is the only difference residing in between. Okay. Commonly, or we often make these mistakes, like we just write it all together without having spaces. It's a common mistake. And another mistake is that we just underline it as a whole. We doesn't keep a distance between each. We just underline it as a whole. This is also a common mistake. Otherwise, we often forget to underline these names. It is also a kind of mistake that we are doing. Okay. So try to avoid these small mistakes after watching this video. You all try to understand the concept and try to make it or try to use. So these are the common mistakes that we often do. So it is needed, or it is like essential to avoid these mistakes. As a biology student, we have to understand these are all mistakes, and we don't have to do it again and again. So rectify these mistakes and use the proper way of writing ahead. Okay, I hope that you all are now familiarized about how to write a scientific name properly. Hope you understand this video. Give me a thumbs up and also comment your suggestions. Share the video, subscribe to my channel, and press the bell icon for getting notifications whenever I upload my new videos. Hope you are doing well. God bless you. See you in our next video. Thank you.